Two of the market leaders in day-night scopes are by Pard and by HIK Micro. Here's Crackshot's James Head to put their top models head to head.
Both these scopes are £850 a piece. So we've got the HIK Micro Alpex. This is the rangefinder version, so we've got the rangefinder unit at the front. And we've also got the Pard DS35. This is the 50 LRF, so we've got all our gubbins up the front. Both very similar with the layout on these scopes, but we've got our main dial and how we get into our menu, how we select everything while we're inside the scope. This is also how we'll set our zero by going through the zero settings and changing the X and Y. We've got our other controls at the back, our on-off button, laser rangefinder button, and our record button. So we can either take stills or we can actually record the footage should we want to record. The actual image quality of this Alpex is really, really nice. And I know nice is not a very exciting word, but it's pleasant and it doesn't hurt your eyes. It's not grainy. This paired with the Habrock binoculars that I've been using, the thermal binoculars, it's been very effective on the rabbits on one of my permissions recently. So I can't argue with it at all. You can use it during the day. I find, obviously, with any digital scope, they do suffer during the day. There's nothing like looking through an actual bit of glass. But as long as you can get over that fact and you're hunting and bits and pieces of that, it's absolutely fine. Where it's not so good is if you're trying to do some fine target shooting. The digital quality just doesn't allow you to pick up what you'd want to see on a target card or something, but for everyday use, one of these is absolutely fine. So the Pard's a lot lighter. That's the first thing you'll notice straight away, is the weight difference between the two. I've used both. I do find the Pard's interface a little bit easier to use. I also like the fact that it will center the crosshair or the image in the crosshairs after zeroing, so you don't end up with crosshairs all to one side. So that's one feature I do really like about the Pard. The only thing that scares me with the Pard is this very small bit of frame where you've got your rangefinder and your IR. I'm always a little bit worried that if I fell over or something, especially when it's wet this time of year, that a big bloke like me will snap that off. Unfortunately, I think it would end up being a new Pard. I haven't broke one yet. I'll keep trying. The Pard's definitely the biggest seller. The nighttime image quality of this, especially with everything that you've got with it, is absolutely fantastic. Obviously, we sell more to airgun users, so for the ranges on which an airgunner will use these at, I think this is the slightly better option. However, all the HIK stuff is always developing and always getting better and better as we go on. So we're starting to see the HIK is starting to knock these out of the park a little bit, but we do have sold more of these units.
For more from Crackshot, visit crackshot.uk.